Well, good evening, everybody. I apologize for being so late. You can probably hear in my voice that I do not have a cold. I have struggling with some form of allergy. I don't know what, but I've been literally sneezing all day. So I'm going to try not to. I've been waiting kind of for a window where I can get 20 minutes of talking without sneezing. But bear with um, if I have to sneeze. I'll try to mute um, if I know how. Not sure I do. Anyway, so this is for Monday, the beginning of the week, March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And we got almost 5 inches of new snow today. That wasn't forecast at all. I woke up to rain, kind of lumpy rain, I call it, kind of mixed rain and snow. It was 35, 36 degrees. Um, didn't think much about it. And then, and then about maybe 10 o'clock or so, it kind of turned into snow, which was kind of fun. And slowly but surely, the temperature started going down. The forecast was supposed to be like 45 degrees and rain. And it just kept snowing and snowing. And it was the big, fat, chunky flakes, which is kind of unusual here. We normally get more of a powdery snow, but it was fat, chunky flakes. It snowed all day. It was just a gorgeous. And my neighbor texted me and said that he would do the sidewalks, but I thought I better get out there and do the driveway. And I was thinking 2, 3 inches maybe. And I got out there, and there it was at least. Well, I have a measuring what I call my little snow stake on my patio, and it was measuring 5 inches. And there always seems to be a little bit more in the driveway. I don't know whether my snow stake is kind of on a patio with a fence, so it may get um, not as much snowfall as the regular street does, but on my driveway, there's a good 6.5, 7 inches. So that was pretty fun. So I went out and got that. Excuse my. Sorry for sniffing so much. So I went out and fired up my little snowblower and took care of my driveway. So, but it probably snowed another inch after I got done with that. But I'm glad I went out when I did because I have a great little electric battery-driven snow pusher, snow thrower, I guess is what you'd call it. But it's good to about where I was today, 6 to 7 inches. Anything higher than that, I have to go over it twice. So anyway, it was really fun, and it's so beautiful outside. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so let's get busy on these readings. Fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sag. And I'm reading with the Winter Season Tarot. I'll put a link down below. One of my I thought in honor of the snow, we'll do that, and of course I'm going to work with the blood. I don't know if you can see it. The Bloodlands Oracle by Emery Abbott again today. Okay, what do we got going on for the fire signs today? King of Cups, 7 of Wands. I love the hockey player reference. Queen of Cups. Well, it looks like you're going to be surrounded by a lot of nurturing and love and understanding. And it looks like they're either coming to your rescue, or you're in a situation where you are defending a position or a decision to others, and you've got two really, really strong allies. And so never, let help come when it comes. Don't, sometimes doing it on your own. Oh, crack. I hate when I do this. Sorry. Let me move this over so it's okay. Yeah. So help is available to you, and don't turn it away. Because they're there. Your support people are there. You're in good hands. And the Bloodlands Oracle for you today is the Old Bridge. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, I love it. The Old Bridge, number 8. Connection, friendship, long-term commitments, and this is what you're looking at right here for sure. So the Old Bridge card represents the long-standing connection between between two people. An alliance was made long ago and still stands to this day. Whether the bridge between you two is still in use or has fallen into antiquity, remember that it still exists as a real pathway or only symbolically. It's time to reach out to an old friend. And there you go. So that's, I think, what this is. What this is telling you. These people, these old friend or friends, are with you and beside you and there to support you. Okay. Next. Hello, water signs. How are you today? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'll move this over just slightly. Again. Oh, it gets kind of stuck with it, so I'll move these. Seven of coins. A little bit of patience to whatever is coming up here again. For this is for March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. The Fool. Queen of Swords. And Two of Coins. Very pretty. Well, you're off maybe on a new adventure or a new idea. You are you've got your idea. The plan is solid. You've got all squared in your head. You're feeling eloquent about being able to speak about it clearly and honestly. And I think somewhere along the way, it's going to be thrown into the decision-making process. And that's good. I mean, I think this is kind of a journey to fruition of what it looks like to me. I mean, the next card in line, the Three of Wands, would tidy that up completely. That is not what the bottom of the deck is. The Strength card. So it looks to me like whatever this plan is, whatever this is that you're working on, it's an adventurous idea. It's a good idea, and you've got solid thought behind it. And decisions are going to be made, and you're going to need all the strength you can to get through that process. So I don't know if it's God. It almost sounds really businesslike. And that the decision is in other people's hands. But the Strength card tells me you're up for the task. So I would say move forward and make sure all your ducks are in a row and that you have all the paperwork and supporting numbers and data and all that stuff that you're going to need to support your idea and convince others that it is something to move forward with. And your Bloodlands Oracle card is the Hollow. God, is that pretty? The Hollow, 41. 41, comfort, a settling into, hermitage. Ooh. A hollow is a small valley between two mountain ridges, and often a place where forests are dense, animals gather, and springs flow into clear streams. Historically, these were often logical places to build a small family cabin where all of life's necessities are to be found just outside the door. The Hollow card comes at a time when a settling down is needed, a turning inward toward the feelings, places, and the people you call home. So that's interesting. So maybe this is asking the Two of Coins is to be, again, like the previous reading, to rely that you've got the support there, you've got the friends, you've settled into a nice groove, so to speak, in terms of whatever this idea, adventure plan, whatever it is. There's nothing wrong with calling in a support group of people to help you with this adventure. This card is telling you to use all your resources. Okay, next You have the air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, of which I am one. Anybody watching Severance? It has taken over my brain. And I have currently been watching a lot of the YouTube. There's so much YouTube stuff on this. And I just learned about the Lexington letter. And I guess the whatever that book is by Rick Ricken, is also available to read. All of these published by Apple that are companion things and considered part of the story of the show. And I had no idea. I just learned about that today. So I just started the Lexington letter. Very excited to read through it. Okay, so what's going on? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And if you aren't watching it, watch it. And this is one you can't, usually when I watch TV or something like that, I'll usually throw it on and then I turn on the internet and I kind of watch both at the same time. And so when I was watching Severance for the first time, it just lost me and it seemed really cold and kind of, I didn't care for it that much. And then my brother recommended it and said, you really need to watch it again. Try it a second time. And so this time, and he knows me well, he says, put the computer away, put your internet, your laptop away, and actually focus on the show. And so I did, and I was hooked by the season 1, second episode. It is well worth watching. It really taxes your mind. It is full of Easter eggs. I'm actually in the process of watching it for a second time because once you know what you know, and then you can go back to the first season, and you're like, oh my God, there's that. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I missed that clue. All that stuff. So it's really, really, really good. Really well done. Ben Stiller, believe it or not, is the exec producer on that. Okay, air signs. What do we got going on here? Justice. 3 of Cups. And 7 of Cups. So 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. Why am I drawing a blank on 7 of Cups? Oh, right. Yeah. Okay, so 7 of Cups, 3 of Cups, Justice. I think you're looking for answers. You're not, I'm not getting the feeling you're looking for payback. You're just looking for answers. There's a lot of people in this process helping you find these answers, but it may work against you in a way that there's almost, I don't want to say too much information, but too much conflicting information, which makes the whole thing kind of messy. So I think this reading is saying concentrate. Focus on the things that matter and not the junk that inevitably is going to get thrown in there, not necessarily specifically to sidetrack you, but if you aren't being picky about how the information is coming to you and what information or rabbit holes you choose to go down, you're not going to get a very clear picture. I don't get the feeling that people are trying to deceive you. There's just each one of them has a lot of information, and it's going to be up to you to decipher it all. And so don't get lost in the mayhem. I guess that's the overall meaning of this reading is what I'm seeing. Don't get lost in the mayhem. God, these cards, I love this deck. It is just look at this. The eagle and just look at that. That is just, and the sword right there. Oh, and the balanced scales, the rabbit, the hare, and the eagle. And then the 3 of Cups, bonfire in the snowy. This is what it looks like outside my window, except there's no bonfire. And then the 7 of Cups. Look at that. The snowy water with all the fishes below. Plenty there. Plenty there. But don't get lost in the mayhem. Okay, what's your oracle card? What is the oracle advising you or amplifying this reading. Oh, it's one of my favorite cards. The Timberline. Right on the edge. This reminds me so much of the area in Timberline Lodge in Oregon. I was lucky enough to. I always wanted to stop there, and I finally made time to do that. Coming back from Kite Festival, was it last year? I decided to. It's a long haul from Long Beach to my house, and so I decided to stop at Timberline on the way. Was that it? I can't remember. But it was so cool to be there. It's such a cool. I mean, first of all, just the whole. Um, if anybody's seen The Shining, that the lodge, even though it was not based on that lodge, the outside shots of the Overlook Hotel were based on Timberline Lodge. So you get that whole feeling when you get up there that you kind of hear the score from The Shining, coming at you, and then what made it even creepier for me is there was still a lot of smoke in the area, so it was not. So you're at 7,000 feet, I think it is, or 6,000, something like that. You're up really high, but the view is awfully obscured, so it almost felt a little claustrophobic, which was kind of weird. Anyway, so the timberline is boundaries, limitations, borders. The highest point on a mountain where trees are still able to grow is called the timberline. The edge of the wilderness gives way to another kind of wilderness, one of low shrubs, barren rock, snow, and ice. The timberline card presents us with a boundary, literal or figurative, in our lives that we cannot thrive on the other side of. You are called to identify a personal limit and find safe ways to live within it. And that may be exactly what the Seven of Cups is saying, is just, there is a lot there. And you need to find what is going to be most fitting to the situation that you are in. And that's going to require picking and choosing, and and kind of wading through. Here's I used to have a server that I worked with who would say every time he's done his shift, he'd pull these pockets of money and tickets and everything out of his pockets, and then, Andy, what are you doing? And he goes, I'm sifting through the rubble. And I think that's what you got to do here. You're sifting through the rubble of all the mayhem. Okay. Sifting through the rubble. Oh, he was a great guy. He was an excellent what he did. But he didn't, he was, I'd work with some servers who had an accountant's precision to their tray and their money and their tickets and how they kept track of everything. This is before really we relied on so many computers. I'm talking the olden days. Some of you probably can't relate. But back in the day when a lot of things were just handwritten and stuff, you didn't... I dropped a card. Hold on. Ace of Wands. We'll see if that has any meaning to the earth signs here. Anyways, yeah, so... And he just killed me when he would sit down at the end of his shift. And most of the servers just had everything laid out and everything ready to go. And he just had these piles of dollars and 20s and 10s and receipts and change. Oh, God, it was crazy. Okay, earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Sifting through the rubble. Sometimes life gets like that, doesn't it? Oh, my God. Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords. High Priestess. And the Ace of Wands comes back to haunt us. Not really haunt us. I think this is saying, yeah, it's over. Move on. Your gut was correct. You knew it was coming. You've probably planned for it. And you're ready to go on to the next adventure. I love this card. I love the extended arm and his walking stick ready to go down a brand new path that is being shined by a rising sun. You're in fine shape. And this isn't the tower. This doesn't feel sudden. This feels like something's been working its way to end for a while, and you absolutely knew it was coming, and you are so ready to move on. So welcome to the new path you're about to go on. Isn't this beautiful card too? Oh my God, look at that. This deck, oh my gosh. Cardstock is great. These are the backs. The hot tub there with the moon. Oh, these cards are gorgeous. Anyways, you're good. You're good to go. You're out from under it. Move on. Yay. Okay. Oops, I forgot your oracle card. Okay, the Bloodlands Oracle. The High Fells. Beautiful. Oh. This is like just like looking at a book of Ansel Adams photographs. 16, the High Fells, keeping secrets, risk, and banishment. Oh dear. On a treacherous path up a steep rock face, you reach the High Fells, where secrets are kept far from even. I'm sorry. Let me start that over. To the High Fells, where secrets are kept far from even the most adventurous explorers. Deep inside the cliff, ancient knowledge is hidden away. Ooh, that was the High Priestess. Hidden away. But for what purpose? Were you the ones with the High Priestess? Yes. It can only be assumed that whatever was put there was not meant to be known about and difficult to reconcile. The High Fells card reminds us that no matter how deeply buried old wounds, I cannot read tonight, that no matter how deeply buried old wounds still exist, if not brought to light to heal, it's time to free something locked up deep inside. And that may be what the Ten of Swords is reminding you, is that it's time. Like I said, I think you knew this was coming, whatever it was. I don't know if it's a long held secret or what, but whatever your gut is telling you that it's time, and as I like to say, especially about the Ace of Wands or the Six of Swords or even the Three of Wands, it's like, oh, the places you will go. You're off on a new adventure, and it's been a long time coming. So have a great day, Earth folks, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Thanks, everybody, for stopping in. We'll see you tomorrow. I promise not to be so late tomorrow, as long as my sneezing, I can get it under control. And enjoy St. Patrick's Day. Don't drink and drive. Get a designated driver if you're going to go out there and play. Okay, take care, everybody. Talk to you later. Bye.